Hey, what's going on guys, Migzube here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a ORZHOV Control Discard deck for Standard 2022. So we are essentially a Tergrid deck, but we function without Tergrid on the field. So for those of you that don't know, Tergrid is a 5 mana 4/5 menace. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So this makes us want to run a bunch of effects that make the opponent discard or sacrifice cards. So all our ways to enable Tergrid are Acquisitions Expert, Humiliate, the 3 mana cards, Inscription of Ruin, Soul Shatter, Silver Quill Command can make your opponent sacrifice something, the Lantern that's attached to the Tergrid, and Professor Onyx. All of those cards let you activate your Tergrid, but they're also fine cards on their own. Like, we're pretty happy playing an Acquisitions Expert on 2, we're happy playing Professor Onyx on 6, we're happy Soul Shattering something on 3 or on 5 if it's a Goldspan Dragon, even without Tergrid on the board, which is why the deck functions. It's just a extra win con slash build around. The rest of the deck is just cheap interaction to help you survive, little bits of card advantage here and there, and big sweeper that helps us take over the game. We have Portable Hole. I really like this card in the early game, helps take out cards like Ranger class and Paladin class, and if it's not taking out those cards, it can take out cheap creatures. Bloodchief Thirst takes out cheap creatures, you can kick it, it can take out Planeswalkers. Eyetwitch is our learn card. This card, well, you guys know it. Combos really well with Blood on the Snow. Blood on the Snow doesn't have that many targets in this deck, but the targets that it does have get us value when they re-enter the battlefield or die, like Eyetwitch. It's also a reanimation target for the Inscription of Ruin and the Silver Quill Command, along with the Acquisitions Expert. So we're happy bringing Eyetwitch back over and over again. We're happy bringing Acquisitions Expert back over and over again, but the flexibility on these cards is also partially why we can play them. Humiliate as a 2-of, because in best of 1, hand hate is pretty slow, but if you can start on turn 1 Eyetwitch, turn 2 Humiliate, you're feeling pretty good. It's also, in my opinion, the best discard spell we have right now. At least that's what I think for Standard 2022. You can play the Check for Traps, but that has some downside, whereas Humiliate only has upside. Vanishing Verse, best removal spell in the format, or best 2-mana removal spell in the format. Command is really cool. You're never really using the first mode. You can reanimate a cheap creature, draw a card, or have your opponent sacrifice something. And we have a suite of Planeswalkers to help us take over the game. Blood on the Snow, like I mentioned before. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this. You can play Tergrid on 5, block with it or whatever, then you can Blood on the Snow. Or I've actually been facing a ton of rogues, so if Tergrid ends up in the graveyard a different way, you can basically Blood on the Snow on 6, reset the board, and then have a Tergrid on the battlefield, and then you can pop off with that. So I've had a lot of fun with that particular interaction. For the learn board, we have Environmental Sciences, make sure you hit your lands. Mascot Exhibition, I'm literally considering running a 3rd copy of this card just because of how many times we bring back Eyetwitch. I've never actually fetched the Pest Summoning, so I'm thinking of dropping off the Pest Summoning and playing 3rd Exhibition. Double Confront the Past because we run a bunch of Planeswalkers and reanimating them is good. It's also hard to remove Planeswalkers in this format, so Confront the Past can help you with that. Mana base, we are a snow mana base. The only snow land we don't run is the Pathway, just because it's a untapped land of whatever color we need. Also Faceless Haven to help us close out the game and act as a snow land. You only need double black on like turn 5 and 6, so the mana is pretty good in this deck. Anyways, guys, if you like the deck, be sure to drop a like on the video. It will be in the description down below as always, and consider subscribing. It motivates you to make more content. So that's going to be for me, guys. Let's get into some games. Oh boy, no white mana. That means nothing till turn 3, and then we might not even be able to cast Lulth. This is a close one. Like, this is really close. If we draw white, we're chillin'. I think we mull this. Okay, that's better. Not ideal, but still better. Punished for the Faceless Haven there. We can put back Kaya. Hello, they say good game. Not sure why. Maybe it's because I mulliganed. Mono red. Alright, let's go. So, I think I use Humiliate here while I have a good window for it. take their 2-drop. Okay. Not bad. Then we Blood Chief's Thirst this away, and then they don't really pressure us for a little while. Hold open Vanishing Verse all the while. 1 damage to face, that's okay. So like Boros aggro. I mean, I could literally use this to draw a card. Nothing to reanimate. Opponent has no creature to sacrifice. I think we hold. I think we let them play out the Blade Historian because I'm hoping they're going to be greedy with their Showdown of the Skulls and want to play it next turn, so then we can play Silverquill Command. Like, we basically take a turn off here. Ooh, I could do this. Do I just snipe the Showdown away? Oh, man. Oh, boy, is that a tough call. I really want to keep hitting lands. Here I'm taking a bit of damage. Here I'm drawing a card, and they're losing their card. This basically makes them take a turn off. Okay, I think we still do this. Nope, I guess, sorry, just targeted the wrong way. We draw land, perfect. I really want to get to 6 mana. And now we need another white source, but at least we have triple snow for the Haven. Okay, if the opponent's going to play Showdown, they should have done it. Alright. Interesting. What's the play? Do I just slam Tergrid? I mean, 5 mana creature isn't horrible, then I can make them discard next turn. Alright, I'm playing my 5 mana 5/4 and saying go. Can you remove it? I mean, they're Boros, I don't think they can. But now we probably see Showdown. Yeah, there's Showdown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did they play a land this turn first? Battlecry Goblin, alright. And that probably just means no attacks. So I can play Professor Onyx and make them sacrifice one of these creatures. Or I can go Vanishing Verse. Okay, let's start with this on white. I think we play Humiliate, and then hold open this is a blocker and the Vanishing Verse. Or is just using Professor Onyx and then minusing on one of these for them to sacrifice the Battlecry Goblin good enough? I think it's a good start, right? Because the opponent's going to play 2 of these cards. But then we can potentially exile something and then use this next turn. Okay, I'm going for this play. All land. What? Okay, no attacks. I can outgrand them. Jeez, all land though? Like, you can't be serious. Opponent really did flood. Okay, make your Battlecry Goblin bigger, I guess. Now, this costs 2 mana. They're gonna pump. I think they'll do it now. And then they don't get to animate Den of the Bugbear. Okay, now they don't get to animate Den of the Bugbear for sure. Right? Okay. You know what? This becomes a 5/5/6. Yeah, let's exile you. They can activate the ability in response, but it basically just gives the Fireblade Charger haste. They can double activate it and make blocking awkward. But I think this is okay. Yeah. Okay, Vanishing Verse. We take 6. Not ideal. And then play Liliana. Liliana can minus and give me one of these creatures. Or I can Liliana plus. I'm gonna go for the minus. I am kind of mad at myself for how I played last turn. Could have had their Battlecry Goblin, then I would have had this interaction this turn. Yeah, if they sacrifice the token, they don't get it. We get Showdown of the Skulls, which is sweet. I will take that action. Okay. Dece. Den of the Bugbear. Any Lords? Lords would be really bad. At least we can blow up their land. That's pretty bad too. I was not paying attention to see if they played a land this turn or not. They can activate by tapping the den. But now the den is tapped. One, two, three, four, five, six. I go to 1. Alright. Blood on the Snow as well. Blood on the Snow as well. So I can blow up all creatures. Reanimate my Tergrid. Here I can... Tergrid reads, whenever an opponent discards a permanent, you can put them onto the battlefield under our control. So this essentially ramps me for 2. I have to gain some life here as well. Do I have anything in the yard? I think we go here to start. You know what? Actually, I can go here and have them... Can I kick this? I can kick this, but I don't think that's the play. They say good game. I don't think so. Destroy... Well, we can actually make them sacrifice. Highest amount of value. No, we go here. Right? 2 damage to any target. They can shoot Professor Onyx. They go face. I'm not sure if that was the line. Make the opponent sacrifice here. Take that action. I plus. Humiliate or Eye Twitch? Humiliate gains us 2 life, but Eye Twitch is a blocker. It's tough, right? If they attack with 2 creatures, I can go block, block. I'm gonna go for the Eye Twitch. With this line, I'm also dead to, like, any weird spell. Like Shock. Hold. We hold. Alright, this has been a sketchy game. They draw land. We're alive. Thank God for Professor Onyx passive. Let's go! 3 GG. I guess they forgot about the gain and drain thing, which is why I thought we should take out the Fireblade Charger earlier. Let's go. Okay, nice little hand we got here. All our colors, Eye Twitch, Portable Hole. Okay. Up against Goblins. A lot of Goblins recently. Well, Eye Twitch doesn't block this, so I think I just Portable Hole it away. And then next turn, Eye Twitch. turn later, Soul Shatter. We'll see from there. 2 mana Goblin. Hobgoblin Captain. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we cannot deploy second Eye Twitch, but it is what it is. Battlecry Goblin. Any attacks? No attacks. Come on. So, I guess we just pass. We're probably gonna Soul Shatter something. And if they want to just pump, then I can Soul Shatter in response. Shock. Okay. I'm going to fetch Sciences, make sure I keep hitting my lands. And we can Soul Shatter now. I really want to get to 6 mana for Blood on the Snow. Opponent looks like they're missing mana. I feel that pain. I can Sciences into Eye Twitch. I think we just play the Eye Twitch and pass holding Soul Shatter. Next turn I can fetch land 6, and then I'll have Blood on the Snow online a turn later. All snow lands, thank God. Bandit Lord. Any attacks? Any attacks? No attacks. So do I Soul Shatter now? Or do I try to bait them into an attack later? Let's Soul Shatter now. Actually use our mana. Smart opponent. Sure. I don't think I needed to be uber careful when tapping, but this is fine. Okay. So now we can sweep whatever board they present, and then Blood on the Snow. Block. I learn for Mascot Exhibition. Not bad, and there's land 7 for the exhibition. Destroy all creatures. Reanimate my Eye Twitch. Your go. Okay. Goblin online, Charger online. I think I just play the exhibition. Any attacks? Let's hold back. I kind of want to block with the Eye Twitch and then fetch my other exhibition. Captain. No attacks for the opponent either. Attack with these two, I think. Let's attack with the 4/4. But it's a really good blocker for us. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this. We can hold Eye Twitch back as a blocker. We can hold this back as a blocker. We can hold open Faceless Haven. I figured they'd just take it. Okay, so I'm holding open Faceless Haven activation and a Vanishing Verse. I could have removed this on my turn to make sure they couldn't get the +1/+0 haste. I'm gonna do it now. If they want to use their mana and pump, that's okay. And they do. Okay. And they scoop it up, yep. The captain will get first strike. I can just take 4 though. Block here. I can actually block here and here, and they can shoot something, but I just fetch another exhibition. I can also animate this and block. Whatever the case is, we can make sure the Eye Twitch dies, fetch another Mascot Exhibition, and our top decks are just way more powerful from here on out. Okay, I need to draw black. Like, really bad. On the draw, though, when we have 2 draw steps, okay. I'm at the point in the recording session where I will just keep the hand because it has potential. Let's go. And we have the portable hole answer for the ghast, so it gets no death value. Okay, well, that was a crazy draw. But to be fair, we have a lot of black sources. Like, more so than we do white sources. Okay, holding open that ORZHOV mana for the Vanishing Verse. Just mind drop my opponent. We're under no pressure. Casual 2-for-1. Mind drop with flexibility. Let's go. What do they discard? Shadow's Verdict and Deadly Dispute. So I don't care at all about Shadow's Verdict, but Deadly Dispute is a good hit. Alright. One more turn. And we've made it to the turn of lull. Now I'm going to minus because I'm expecting like Soul Shatter. No Soul Shatter. Okay. Hunt for specimens. Make a 1/1. Learn for black, I'm guessing. Yep. We can't even exile this, it's multicolored. I draw.
Children will take care of you.
So what, this is like 1 eye twitch? Do I attack with 2? Yeah, let's attack with 2, because I'm gonna play 1 eye twitch. If they remove it with anything that's not exile removal, I just get another loyalty counter on Lolth, so the pest can't remove it. Skeletal Swarming, monocolored permanent. Okay. Big sad. Okay. So let's see how we hold up against Skeletal Swarming. We find some more land, which is good. Now, do I get in there and then Blood on the Snow? With nothing to reanimate, I don't think so. Yeah, let's get in there. We need to kill them. Play my other bat. So they can swarm the board all they want. Shadow's Verdict. Not great. Actually very depressing. I really wanted that learn value from my eye twitch. Man. Exile Aghast. Use some mana. Lol. 0. Silverquill Command is interesting. So we get to draw a card, make them sacrifice this thing. Nope, I always mess that up. Humiliate. Alright. Sure. Nope, that can blow up a Planeswalker. I'm good. Okay, so we're facing Skeletal Swarming with literally just Lolth right now. I mean, she's drawn us some cards, that's for sure.
I know the knowledge you seek.
Tergrid? Or Tergrid's Lantern. I mean, Tergrid's Lantern's pretty sweet. Especially with all this mana. Let's put this on black. But they can just sacrifice these tokens. So I think this is a Tergrid. And then we pass. Like, it's gotta be real Tergrid. Innkeeper, okay. That generates more life. I block. I think we soul shatter this. Yeah, not ideal. It means we'll get the innkeeper ourselves, which I do like the idea of. Okay.
It's bold to bargain with me.
Do I wrath this board? Get back Tergrid? Play this? Maybe? Get an attack in? I think we have to kill them. And we might as well get started on that. We have 3 blood on the snows. Alright, that's the play. Get in there. Wrath, destroy all creatures. Hey, with snow. Reanimate Tergrid. And we at least get some loyalty. Make them discard that. I know. Not perfect, but now they're top decking. And we have a real board. Any creature, like actual creature that we make them sacrifice will come to us. Any card that they hold that we make them discard will come to us. If I find the lantern in the future, that's going to be pretty sweet. The reason I didn't play it as a lantern before is because, I don't know if I mentioned it, but they can just sacrifice skeletons forever. Uh-oh. Blood on the snow, eh?
I'll tell you a secret.
Alright, I'm attacking. The skeleton will deal 1 damage to me, or 1 damage to the Lolth, and that's okay. That's fine. No stress. And now they're dead in 2 turns to the Faceless Haven. Destroy all creatures. Alright. What do you reanimate? Prosperous Innkeeper. So,
my will cannot be denied.
Do I remove this thing? I can blood on the snow everything. They'll gain 2 life. They're still on a 2-turn clock. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Ooh, I don't know if I'll have enough snow mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't have enough snow mana. So do I remove this now? I guess so. Alright, let's remove you. Just prevent some life gain. Two skeletons. Okay. Now, I know I'm powering up Haven, so let's start with that. I think I -3 here because both of these spiders will be lethal along with the Faceless Haven.
Do what I demand.
And I think right now my best bet is just pushing through lethal. Let's go. Double Menace Spiders. We also have double Blood on the Snow to reanimate 2 things, whether it be Tergrid or a Planeswalker. So yeah, I like our spot.